I am excited to introduce Composable Settings for Divi 5, which lets you enable any of Divi's design options for any module element. This update completely harmonizes the available settings for all Divi modules, which means you'll never have to use CSS to fill the gaps. Enable sizing options for buttons, animation options for titles, and everything in between. This single update adds hundreds of new options throughout Divi's entire suite of modules without adding any bloat. Let me jump into the builder and give you a full tour. Many of Divi's modules are comprised of multiple sub-elements. For example, let's consider this blurb module, which is comprised of an image, title text, and body text, each of which are configurable in the Blurb's Content tab. Additionally, in the Design tab, each of those sub-elements has its own set of design options. The title text element has various font and text-based options, and the body text element has additional rich text options for designing anchor links, lists, etc. That all makes sense. The type of element defines what type of settings are available for it in the Design tab. But Divi has so many more design settings: animations, transforms, filters, box shadows, borders, spacing, sizing. And all of those can be used to design your module, but they weren't available for the sub-elements. What this new feature allows you to do is leverage all of those additional design options for any module sub-element. So if I hover over the title text group, there's a new button to toggle options, and I can use this to turn on any of Divi's design settings for that sub-element. And then when I open up that option group, all of those options are available. And now I can use these to really give this blurb module a unique twist that wasn't possible before. So let me give it a background color and a box shadow. And we'll give it a border and adjust the spacing. And just like that, we've given this blurb module a unique twist, and we didn't have to use CSS. It's all available using Divi's native settings, and this works for any module. For example, if I want to make this button full width, it's not a struggle anymore. I can just enable sizing options, set the width to 100%, and I'm good to go. And this really does open up so many fun new possibilities. For example, on this call to action module, I've enabled animation settings on the title text, body text, and the button, and staggered those animations using the animation delay settings. And that produces this really fun effect where the module animates in and then the sub-elements animate in one by one after that. So just an example of how all of Divi's design settings can be leveraged in new ways to do fun things with those sub-elements. You can also control which options are toggled on and off by default for any sub-element type. And you can do that using presets. For example, if I always want background and box shadow options to be enabled for any title text element, then I can modify my default preset and then enable those options in the preset. And then anytime I add a new module with title text, for example, a call to action module, when I visit the title text group, you'll see that these options are enabled by default within the preset, and therefore they are enabled within the interface here. I don't have to toggle them on every time I want to use them. So that's a basic overview of the Composable Settings feature for Divi 5, which harmonizes the available design options for all module sub-elements, opening up hundreds of new possibilities. You'll never be wanting for a particular setting, and you won't have to visit the custom CSS tab so often to hack your way to something that really should be quite simple in the first place. So let us know what you think in the comments. I think this is a great update. Composable Settings is available for Divi 5 today. Give it a try and let us know your thoughts. We rebuilt Divi from the ground up and packed it full of dozens of your most requested features. Forget everything you thought you knew about Divi because Divi 5 is something else entirely. In case you missed it, we recently released complete site editing for Divi 5, which lets you edit your headers, footers, body templates, and post content seamlessly within a single builder instance. It's a great update, and Divi 5 does it better than any other builder. There's a link in the video description to learn more. Thanks for watching. Before you go, I have one favor to ask. If you are a Divi user, please subscribe to this channel. It only takes one click. These videos are the best way to keep up to date on the latest and greatest Divi features, and they are the perfect way to get up to speed before updating your websites. Thanks, and I'll see you soon for another Divi 5 feature announcement, which I promise is right around the corner.